Hey out there, waiting to see how long it takes y'all to find me. Haven't been on in a little while. I'm not even sure how many days it's been. Hey Kinga, greetings. You're the first one I can see here. Amira, greetings. Everybody, it's 3:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here where I am. And we're just beginning our live chat. Lemus, greetings, and Christine, and Cindy. Hey Cindy, good afternoon to you. Madarasi, greetings. Christine from Norway. Hey lady, that's so cool. I love our global community, and we really do have a global community. And Madarasi, and I may be saying it totally wrong, from Hungary. Woohoo! Hey Destry, Janine Van Hoven. You may be from somewhere in that area too, or I don't know, Denmark or something with a van there. Brianna, greetings. Sandra, well, hello back to you, beautiful friend. Christine Kennedy, hello from Canada. Hello, hello. Hello, Claire. Arrhenius. Pardon me. Kathy, Carrie from the Isle of Wight. How cool! That is neat. Another place I'd like to go. I'd like to go to all these places. Janine Van Hoven from Spain. You fooled me with that last name. I wouldn't have guessed Spain. Hey, Kathy. George. Miriam. Brigitte. Brigitte from the Netherlands. How cool. Hello from Kingai. Hello. Wow. I don't even know where you're from. I'm not sure where that is. Nunavut. I'm not sure, and I probably said it all wrong, and I apologize in advance. I'm going to have to look you up. Hello, Marie. Josie. Monica from Vancouver, BC, Canada. That's quite a collection of icons after Canada. I understand the flag, but I'm not sure about that steak. Charles. Earthquakes? Are we having more of those big ones today? I saw someone in the comments earlier. Yes, we are. We must be because of what she said. She said they were having a mild one, and someone else said it was a 6, which is not mild in my opinion. My goodness, everybody. Diane, hello. She said, hello, Margaret. What a wild energy day. Hello from Delray Beach, Florida. And hello, beautiful community of light. That's nice. Hi, Allison. Katie from Norway. Chipper, that's my cat. He's sitting here with us. The whole world has showed up. Yes, did you all hear him? He responded. Come here, boy. I'll let you up right now. Come on. Well, come on. Now, you can't come up the rest of the time, though. All right, here's my big old cat. He's just a long, tall cat. Yes, you are. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Go back over and watch birds. Hey! Oh, he's gonna lay right out on the desk here. You all can't even see him. Hello! Violala from France. Greetings, greetings. Oh my goodness, the whole world is here, Chipper. I may have to take this down so I can show you Chipper. Here he is, right here on the desk, all laid out. Are you messing with my other pair of glasses? Don't you mess with my glasses. No, don't you do it. Funny cat. Yes, you funny boy. We had a nice nap this morning already. He and Sugar and me. We had one quite early. I'm not sure what that was about. You can see I've got a couple of my tapestries of my artwork hanging up, closing and covering over the windows. Okay, are you leaving? Doesn't look like it. Okay. All right. Stephanie Noreen from the UK. Christine Candy says, crazy energy. You're right. It's pretty wild stuff. Rachel, greetings. Lizzie, Danny, JJ, hey. Hey, everyone. Diane says, Marguerite, you and your beautiful energy of love have brought all these global people to you home. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I am amazed. I am. I must say, I have local friends that keep up with this with me, and I call them and I say, you won't believe it. Facebook says we have 7.5 million visits this last 28 days. That just boggles my mind. I'm just, I don't know how to deal with that. And I gotta say, obviously, there's something divine involved in this. Otherwise, why would you all call to hear me ramble and talk and whatever? You know, I understand coming to look what's on the charts, but still, there's something special there. Spaces in Time. That's a neat name. Andrea from New Zealand. Arena from Slovenia. Oh my gosh. Hello to everyone. And you know, we may be just getting together and talk and hang out, and I'm going to show you what's on the charts and stuff. But at the same time, we're making an impact. Look at all the countries. Look at all the people around the world. Look at all of this. I mean, our frequency, our energy, and the love we're going to stir up while we're on here, because I want to do the 3-minute meditation at the end, is powerful. It's really powerful. And, all right. Andrea from New Zealand, Arena from Slovenia. Hey, Carrie Ann. And Maricha. Allison says, hey, everyone. Kathy from Kentucky. Oh, my goodness. Rachel from Nebraska. Janine says, I've lived in Spain, but I'm from Holland. That sounds more like the last name. That's the area I was trying to think of with you. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Carolyn, Patricia, Dennis, Robin from Australia. My goodness, my goodness. Heather Little. Hi, lovies. Pardon me. Sending love. I think I just inhaled a bit of Chipper's fur. Everybody stay hydrated. Excuse me a minute. Oh, I'm glad I was off camera. That was not a successful drink. Well, there's no deception here. I'm far from perfect. Apparently, I have a drinking problem too. Can't get the water down. I'm wearing it on my shirt, some of it. Okay. K.A. Tate, greetings, lady. Dennis from Quebec, Canada. Diane says, Iceland had a volcanic eruption and some earthquake activities too. My goodness. I have a friend who is from Iceland. He is a friend of a friend I've known for quite some time now, and her name is Sydney, and his name is Gunnar, and he's from Iceland, and he's been doing work on my house for me, which has been wonderful. It's been a huge blessing. It's not a huge place, and you know, the earthquakes and the volcanic eruptions are a big deal. Okay. That's why you, oh, I got it. I'm putting together. Monica, that's why you had the steak, because you're a carnivore. I tried that. Didn't go well for me. I did not, you know, everybody's different. I have done the keto and did okay for a good while. But on the carnivore, it seemed to trigger a huge detox. And one day I looked at my tongue and it looked like leopard spots. White with darker spots all over it. But a lot of people do great on carnivore, including a very famous person. He's a Canadian. He's a psychiatrist, psychologist. Oh my goodness. Brilliant man. He's gone carnivore, and it has been the answer to severe health problems for him. Witty Josie, hi. Nikki, good morning. Carrie is saying that Chipper is beautiful. Yes, he is. He's beautiful. Becky, howdy. Hey, Carolyn. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ollie Pritchard, all the way from Wales. Woohoo! You know, part of my bloodline is from Wales. Of course, I'm from almost everywhere, and I'll tell you why in a nutshell. We hit nobility and royalty. One of my friends in Canada thought it would be fun to have her good friend, who is a genealogist, a professional one of 35 years. They thought it'd be fun to find out about their hillbilly friend, Marguerite, from Tennessee in the USA. So I gave them my parents' name, my grandparents, and my great-grandparents' name, and they went, or the genealogist, Linda, went wild. Her idea of a fun vacation, she's gone on now, moved on to the next realm, but she would go to Scotland and pour through ancient literature and ancient documents in the bottom of old churches, and or she would go to Utah to the Mormon archives. I mean, she was a serious genealogist, and they hit nobility and royalty in my line in the late 1800s. That means nothing here in America. You know, it doesn't do a bit of good for me. But there are hundreds and hundreds of kings in my direct lineage, in my parental line only, not counting cousins. And what I discovered, it comes in my mother's side and my father's side. What I discovered is they solved all their issues, or many of their governmental kingdom issues, by marrying their children off to the children of another king and queen in another country. Therefore, I'm English, Scottish, Irish, Italian, Spanish, French, Burgundian, places that don't even exist anymore, Swiss, Austrian, German, the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, big time the Norselands, because it goes from Scotland and Ireland up into the Norselands too. It's just amazing. So I'm related to all of you. I'm related to all of you. Wow. Okay. Whales. Diane says, your chipper sounds like my Venus. Very vocal. Yeah, he likes to talk. And it's this really high-pitched, sweet thing. And when Sugar talks, it's more not real feminine sounding. Well, Michelle, I'm sorry you have to go. You must have a real life with a real job out there that you got to run to, and I totally understand. You can come back and watch the replay if you like. I just wanted to visit with you. I have not felt very social for the last few days. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff and busyness and opposition, difficulties, and things like that. And it's kind of sapped my strength and my ability to feel like I have anything to say or that I could be pleasant. Plus, we're working on my property, and we've had a big storm, and they dug a retaining pond to deal with all the water that comes down my ridges and hills here, which is a lot. It can go from a dry ditch to 3.5 feet across and 3 feet deep during one of these storms. That's a lot of water. And this pond they built, they built it into what we call a holler, where two big ridges come together. And, pardon me, the deepest part of it is like 70 feet long by, goodness, I don't know, I guess it's 40 feet wide. It filled it up. It filled it up. Didn't quite make it to the spillway, which we put in quickly. So it's probably about 9 feet deep. It filled it up in one storm. Wow, huh? It's pretty amazing. Chip, Carolyn says, hey. Chip is meditating a spot of light on the floor. He's pondering it deeply. Okay, y'all. Oh my goodness, Natalie from South Africa. Greetings. I rarely get to see anyone from Africa. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you, Kathy. He is a handsome cat. And Sugar's very beautiful, but I don't know where she is. Natalie says she's been napping all day. Christine Kennedy says, people are waking up. Yes, they are. Kat says hi. Toril, hello there. I'd like to know where you're from. And there's Texas, Kay from Texas. Nikki said she loves hearing me ramble. Good thing, because I do ramble. I love to just visit with you. And I know it's not a vain thing for me to just get on here and talk with you, because many of you tell me amazing things that when we come on live like this, you feel so much peace and calm and love. And even if you're anxious, it's like it melts away from you. That's priceless. That's priceless and amazes me. And so I wanted to come on. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to say your name. Jasma looks like the last name. Hella or Hella. Hello from Estonia. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And Lonella, Gina from Romania. And there's Cindy from Illinois, USA. And Stephen, Minnesota, USA. And Claudia from Italy. Look at this. And it says there's only 77 people on here. I don't believe it. Not when you get on here afterwards and look at even how many people commented. And most people lurk. You know what I mean? They watch, they don't say anything. So there's a lot of people. One of the videos I did, I think the one before last, is pushing 50,000 views. This is just unreal to me. I'm trying to drink. Let's see if I can do it without. See if I can get a little better with my drinking problem. I don't drink well, though. Hold on, y'all. Everybody stay hydrated during these energies. We're having a Solar radiation storm. You must stay hydrated. You need to anyway. I mean, you don't have to, but it would be good if you do. Hold on. I did it! No episodes. Hey, Angelin, Sybil. Greetings, there's Clara from Iceland. That's two people from nope. The other person was just talking about the earthquake and volcanic stuff on Iceland. Hey, Clara. I wonder if you and my good friend Gunnar Sigurdsson know each other. I see your Clara, Stefan's daughter, and I have a lot of that last name like that. Once again, I have legendary stuff in my bloodline. There is an ice giant or a snow giant or both. Ice and frost. And evidently they're legends. And this is in my genealogy. I'll tell you a really crazy one. And it's an official genealogy and done by a professional. And it's easy to follow my genealogy, she said, because of the royalty and the nobility, which means nothing in America. But it does give you a real easy way to follow your ancestry. The real humdinger. You ready for this one? Okay, come on, Marguerite. You can remember his name. I'm thinking of his wife's name. Oh, this is embarrassing. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about it. Oh, I guess it's okay. I'm just pulling a total blank. I'll fix that. I'll look it up. It's a hoot. Oh, that's it. Odin or Woden, depending on which name he goes by. And of course, he's a Norse god, which tells me that clearly he was an actual person that somehow got a god status sort of thing happening there. And Frigg Frey, which I understand many people think that's two different women, but some people believe it was his wife. Look here. I just pulled it up when I couldn't think of his name. There it is. Woden was born about 219 AD in Asgard, Asia. Okay, or pardon me, that was Frigg Freya. Okay, and Woden was born in 215 AD in Asgard, Asia. He died in 300 AD in Sigtuna, Stockholm, Sweden. And he married Frigg Freya. How about that? There it is. And when you go all the way back to the beginning, if I can get back here. Come on, there we are. There I am. See me right up here at the top? This is the beginning of my genealogy that ends up with Woden at the very end. Isn't that a hoot? I wish it meant something in America, but it doesn't mean a thing. Okay, why have I called all of us here together? And I really want to keep reading what you all are saying, but I've got to say something. I gotta say something. Many of you are probably thinking, why in the world? Okay, Gabi from Romania. That's two Romanians here. And here's another. Oh, Nikki, you already said, a big storm approaching here in New Zealand. Energies are massive. Bless your heart. Oh, and Sandu from Romania. Bună seara. Wow. My goodness, I love this. I love our global family and tribe. And here, Synthon Cynthia Quantica. Cynthia from Brazil. I just love this. Jennifer from Arizona, USA. And Carmen from Belgium. My goodness. I'm getting chills now. I'm just getting chills. How beautiful. And Anna from Greece. Wow. This is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Anna Marie, another Icelander. So there's 2 Icelanders on the live chat today. And hello, do you know Gunnar? Or the other Icelander who is on here? Oh my goodness. Diane says, oh Margaret, you remind me of me. LOL. You must be funny too. Is that what you're saying? Lord Nottingham. The stuff of legends and King Arthur. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay. Are we through? Oh! Firehorse Jana sent me 200 stars. Thank you. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know about Facebook stars, they're still a mystery to you, which they were to me until not too long ago. 1 star equals 1 penny. So 200 stars is $2 in USA money. Thank you, Firehorse Jana. Thank you. Thank you. I feel the love. Wow. Jordan Peterson, yes, that's the Canadian brilliant guy that is all over YouTube and all kinds of places who is totally into carnivore. It's saved his life. And is it his daughter also? It's amazing. Everybody stay hydrated. Hello, Lena. Oh my goodness, I love this. Oh, you're from my territory, Maria Carolina Barrios. Where in Tennessee are you from? I'm in the southeastern part, in the mountains. I'm on a little mountain, just barely qualifies, 1,000 feet. Hello, everybody. The desert of Arizona. This is great, you all. So wonderful. Oh, and Firehorse Shannon just sent me 100 more stars. Thank you. My goodness. Thank you. Darlene, she says, wow, couldn't stay awake about 2 in Maine. You're in Maine. Wow, way up the very top, northeast. It's where my mentor, brother Millard Edward Littlefield, was from. A place called East Stoneham, which he was a very old man, and it's been overtaken, I think, by Portland now. She said, a wiggly stomach, what's going on? I've had tummy things going on also. Haven't wanted to eat. And when I did, I felt wonky. Carrie Lewis, my husband's side, is Thomas Cramner, Scottish. There's lots of us Scots here. Diane says, that's why you're attracting global audience? Why? Because I'm from all these bloodlines? Is that what you're saying? Maybe. Carrie Ann says, we're all drawn to you, your beautiful vibration and wisdom. You all are so sweet. Why didn't I come on earlier? You all always make me feel better. You know it? Thank you. Mahalia Regina Bubasara din Romania. So I know she's from Romania. It's 2 or 3 Romanians on here right now. That's 3, I think. Oh, Diane said your ancestor lineages is bringing in all the global people. It may be. I guess that frequency is in all of us, isn't it? How about that? Oops. What is that? I've never seen that come up before. Michael Bigalk says, I've seen you, Michael. I've never tried to say your last name, though. It's New Year's Day on the 13-month calendar. It's time to be social and celebrate. Woohoo! Okay, great. Wouldn't it be fun if everyone could converge here on my property? Someday, seriously, we might have a gathering here. I have 12 acres, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it anytime soon because it's a money matter, but I'm wanting to build a huge pavilion or a pole barn so that there can be gatherings there and have all kinds of RV campsites and maybe places for tiny homes and things like that. Wouldn't that be wonderful? If we could all get together and come from all over and converge here and actually see one another and be with one another. Patty says the dizziness has been off the hook. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Patty. I had some of that a couple of days ago. It was a little alarming. I jokingly say it feels like a huge marshmallow pressing against my brain. It usually comes from this side. And when it does, all of a sudden you're like falling to the left and like, woo, it feels so odd. It's not spinning. It's just, you can't feel, it's disorienting, I guess. It doesn't last long, but I had that multiple times the other day. So I know that's not good. It doesn't feel great, does it? Hey everybody. Oh my goodness. Yosef Budiarto. I wonder where you're from. Yosef? Carrie Ann, she said, I had a feeling you were not doing so well the past few days. I did pray for you. Thank you. I needed it. I did. I had someone very important in my life. Someone that right now I don't want to say too much, but we'll just say that they are financially involved in my venture. And it was not good. And I am a very sensitive soul. I'm an artist, I'm spiritual type, and I wish I was tough as nails, but I'm not. And it threw me for a loop, upset me so bad. I was out to dinner with a couple of friends, and my friend Donna, when this person called me on the phone, I was sitting at dinner, Donna said, Marguerite, calm down, take some breaths. My face was turning redder and redder, and by the end of it, I was flushed, super red. And I didn't want to eat anything, and my food had just arrived, and I just put it all in a to-go box and took it home. And when I tried to eat it later, it made me sick to my stomach because I was so distressed. So yeah, it's been a not good feeling, kind of been over a barrel, and I didn't do anything wrong. It just happens sometimes, And then there's other stuff. Shopify, where we have our shop. Shopify decided to change all kinds of ways they do things on there, and I'm hanging by my fingernails as it is. I'm not a techie person. And I don't do numbers. I look at numbers and I don't see them. It's like they move everywhere. I'm dyslexic. And also reading like technical instructions, I'm just like staring at it. I may be, according to their testing in school, I may be a genius, but I'm an imbecile in some ways, no joke. And when it comes to certain things, I just can't do it. And I was so upset because I was like thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to deal with the orders. I can't do this. I can't do that. What am I going to do? I called for help, and the young man that is brilliant and helps me sometimes, he's busy, he's young, he has a family, basically let me know he could not help me. And so I've been just a little, a little frazzled, a little freaked out, and kind of fried my nervous system, which is a touchy one as it is. But you know, I wonder if this works with other people. You all let me know, okay? I know a lot of us are healers on here. One of the things that I am is a healer. I'm a mystic. I'm a healer. I have been to heaven. You know, all that kind of stuff. But I'm very sensitive. And I have to guard my heart as best I can. And the problem is people might treat me very badly and I forgive them very soon, and then I let them back in, and then I'm sorry. I have a problem guarding my heart, and I'm much better now. But when things upset me, they really upset me. And I try my best to not let it, but it comes out in my health. It fries my nervous system. Because if you got power running through you, if there's certain kind of healing power and stuff, like at night, in the bed and I'm laying there, I'll flip over and there'll be a flash. It's because lightning comes off of my fingertips, literally about 5 inches long, forks of little tiny blue-white lightning. It comes off my nose if the sheets rub across any point on me, toes, whatever. And I've had a few people try to research me a little bit. There was going to be a woman who during COVID was going to, actually right before, she was going to bring her brain, you know, thing where they do put all the little electrodes on you and do a brain scan and find out what kind of frequencies I was running. I thought that was going to be a lot of fun. And she was going to let me go into that healing zone and all the other things that I'm prone to and let me know what kind of frequencies were happening. Well, then COVID showed up and she would not come down here and it never happened. And that would have been fun to know about. But I did have a NASA scientist that was a friend of mine, and he had fun with my electricity. It's very tangible stuff. But that runs through your nervous system. That's where I'm going with all that. That is the highway for this kind of energy and frequency, is your nervous system. I think it also runs through the fascia. It may run on the surface, and just a thought of the you know, all the different types of wiring that we have in us, but especially your nervous system. I don't go to many public meetings. Like to go to a spiritual meeting, there's one person I like to go to their meetings, but they have thousands that are there. And the last time I went, I had visions. I saw all kinds of things. And I knew the woman sitting over here behind me was dying of cancer and she needed healing. And then this person back here, their daughter had to run away and they were terrified. Where was she? And all these people with their issues and needing healing and needing to hear from God and divine, it was pulling in me. And I just wanted to go and sit and enjoy this meeting and the music and the speakers. And instead, it was intense. Because prana or chi or ki or whatever you call it, the anointing runs through whoever's there who has a good highway for it. If you have been involved in spiritual stuff, if you've done a lot of praying and meditating, and if you're prone to that sort of thing, it's going to pull it through you. So I don't go to big meetings often, because if I do, I get exhausted. And by the time I'm done, someone needs to nearly take me home. So I'm wondering, wondering how many of you that are prone to be healers and seers and prophetic and psychic and, oh my goodness, whatever else you want to call it, how many of you become worn out and tired when people are around you in a crowd who are needy? I would like to hear what any of you have thoughts on that. So, I've also had several people trying to cause some ruckus on the page and sending me messages and trying to cause trouble. And I don't do that because this page is a peaceful, loving one, and you all are beautiful people. And I don't know what they thought they were doing, but we can't have that here, you know? I'm going to get to the end of everything to see. Ow! That was good. Slammed my hand into the drafting tabletop. Okay, Pamela. Hey, lady. Pamela says, emotional stress and anxiety will throw me into a Hashimoto's flare. I feel it physically and dramatically. I avoid crowds. There's always souls pulling on me. I know what you're dealing with. It's draining. Thank you. You know, that's kind of cool. So I'm going to guess that there are quite a few of us on here who are sensitive like that. I deal with autoimmune things. And yes, flare-ups. It's like a cascade effect. And if you pull away and get quiet enough and get into the presence of love, like we do when we're doing the heart brain coherence meditation, you can maybe catch it and stop it. Diane says, you are like me with the energy, cannot be in a space with too many people. Yeah, it's tough. Unless they're just there to enjoy life. That's different. But when they're there and they have all their needs there with them, you know, that's a different matter. Betty says, hilarious. I thought it was annoying during winter dry spells. I sparked about 5 inches from fingers to the screws in a light switch plate. Ouch! Or off Kitty's nose. Blessings. Yes. That is, what do they call that? It's like if you rub your feet on the carpet and then touch something, static electricity. Yes, and some of us a whole lot more of that. That's where we need to go outside and ground ourselves. Yes. Me, my electricity, the lightning bolts, and they're steady. If I do a sweep across a sheet, there is one long trail that continues as it goes across. It doesn't get any longer than 5 inches, but it's a continual, but it only works at night. I went into a pitch black room in my house and tried it. In the daytime, nothing. Instead, I saw glowing red and blue and green around me. But the lightning didn't come off my fingertips. I'd really love to talk to someone who's knowledgeable and can do the brain scan type stuff. As soon as the sun went down, the lightning came back. But when the sun comes up, it's gone. Isn't that interesting? I thought it was interesting. Hey, Doris from BC, Canada. Okay. Yes, fascia is involved, Diane says. I believe that. And the lymphatic system. I suspect that all that lymph also carries a lot. Anything that's a steady channel, it's like energy can run on. Monica Yardley, the reason I'm here is to be a leader's medicine woman. A leader's medicine woman. I'm not sure what you mean by leaders, but that's very cool to be a medicine woman. So you're a healer also. This is so cool. I'm going to have to come back and read everything. Let me show you some of the stuff I want to show you. It has to do with the Schumann and with the energies going on. That is the reason well, one of the reasons I came here. Mainly I wanted to come hang out with you, but I want to show you something that's very inconsistent in my humble opinion. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at Chipper. See, Chipper is with us. He's by the window watching. He's got his foot up. He's watching the birds out on the porch roof. Okay, here we go. This is Tomsk University in Russia, the Schumann resonance. And this is the standard. This is the spectrogram. This is current. This is what's happening. Now, this was yesterday. Now notice it's a solid white. But notice vertically, top to bottom, this doesn't come nearly as far down in the white as this one does. And usually, what shows up on amplitude, right here, is measured by top to bottom, not by how white and solid it is. Now, if this white and solid went from top to bottom, we'd be looking at 90 to 100 plus amplitude or power. But this is showing, look, down below, you see on, let me back this off a bit. There's the spectrogram at the top and amplitude and the corresponding charts. And what you see below, it's not perfectly aligned, but like this one right here, you're seeing the amplitude power right there under it. Let me get a pointer instead of my shaky big finger. All right, let's use this. All right, so this is reflected here, which is at 40, it was at 44 hertz. It looks like 43, I'm gonna have to enlarge that. And look, this, even though this white comes all the way down, it's only reaching, not even quite, to the first square on the graph. And this, in my opinion, should be every bit as high and higher than yesterday's energy, which this and the one right before it. Let me show you how you can see the historical. Look here. See this? This shows you what was happening yesterday. Come over here. This was 3:30. Hold on. It's so tiny, it's hard to see. Yes, 3:30. So that was the day before yesterday. And this is yesterday, 3:31. And this is today. So, you see how this one looked. The green goes way down, but the white doesn't go that far down. This goes even less, and this goes further down. Okay, let's go back to today, and let's enlarge and look here. So, in my humble opinion, my observation through the years, this should register as more than that next to it, or even the one from the day before would have, I would think, but I'm not an expert. I'm just an observer. So this is going up to 43. Come on. Okay, I have to enlarge it. 43 is how far they took this one, which was yesterday. And you see the graph, squares. This one reaches not even quite to the top square. And that means it's running right here at about 34. amplitude, not even 3480, because that would be at the first square line. So about 34 amplitude, and I just don't think that's correct. I think it should be higher, but there it is, and that's how it's being read to us off the charts. So why would I question it? Well, I guess I just do. It doesn't add up to me because this white is going much further down. And that is usually what shows the spiking power, not the thickness or solidness, but the depth of the vertical lines. Any way you look at it, this is pretty good energy right here. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. It's not a black spike, but it's something going on here. And yet it doesn't go all the way through this green mark, but it goes through all the others. So it's not a black spike, it's a bluish spike, but I'm starting to notice these things lately too, because I would not be surprised if there was some sort of a timeline or spatially anomaly happening there. So that's right at 13 UTC by Russian Tomsk University time. And this is completely different. This one is correct time for them. This is noon. So we got 1, 2, the blue comes over almost to 3. They do not acknowledge our daylight savings time. So this is correct and pretty much up to date. But this one, something's going on. And yet maybe it's about right. It's at about 3 also. I take that back. That looks up to date also. Okay, I'm going to backtrack on myself. I think the energies are higher than it's showing. That's what I was trying to say because of all the white. And Kumiana, we had a spike. So let's go look at it real quick. It's not a big spike, but it was a spike. Let me get up here to the alternative charts and we'll take a look at it together. And let me refresh it and make sure we're looking at everything current. And here we go. All right, now, why are we looking at this? Because all this affects us, especially if you're sensitive. It really affects us, some more than others. And depending on what kind of frequencies it's running, it's going to affect you stronger or less, depending on where the density of energies and the thick, heavy energies may be in you. Because this energy is going to hit those dense, thick, dark, heavy energies that are stuck on your meridians and your energy highways throughout your body. But you can see there's a lot of spiking, but nothing just completely wild. And this is also Kumiana. Look at the geophone. Look at all that white spiking up inside there, as well as the hot pink or fuchsia on the blue background. And look at this spike. From bottom to top, but the most intense, which is red, only gets up to here and then at about 40 hertz. Right about 40 hertz. But this goes over 100 hertz. So you may have felt this, and it looks like it was about 1645 UTC. Now this is literally by UTC. It doesn't add 5 like the Russian charts do. So what time is it UTC? It is 20:15 UTC. And that was at almost 17. Wait. Yeah, 20.15 UTC. And you can see on the far side of the chart, it's right at 20. So this is up to date also. But this was a big boom, so a few hours ago. And if you felt that, well, there's why you felt it. Okay, let's go down the rest. Let me back off a bit. Let's go down. You can see lots of activity, lots of energy. Boom. Woohoo. Boom shiggity. Look at all that. Lots and lots of activity. That was on the 31st, that blast. But look at this candy cane crazy thing. Look at that. That's today. We don't know what time that was because this doesn't show the increments with numbers. It wasn't long ago. This is Etna Observatory. You can see we got purple. As many of you know what purple means. Many people believe it means angelic intervention. And I do too. Okay. And look at all the purple. Yeehaw! Always angelic intervention is welcome. Whether it actually counts in this point or not, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, moving on through. These are pretty laid low, not very demonstrative charts, but check that out. At 8 UTC, which is a good while ago, but look at that spike. Poof, right off the chart there, right off the graph. About 8 UTC. Okay, and we have some anomalies here. Check it out. Do you see that? It's very odd markings and anomalies. Moving on through, we're seeing that big spike show up again. And here's a big one. That's interesting looking, isn't it? It's almost black spike-ish in between, but not officially so. But things are changing on the charts. They are, I think, like we're seeing on many of the charts, even on space weather, they have dumbed the thing down. You know, like on the KP chart scale, on the little half moon thing shape, what used to be red is now yellow. And it's because the energies are so high. They're adjusting things. So this was at about 15 UTC earlier today, and that's a lot. Pardon me. Okay, moving on through, and that's it. They don't even show us the other charts anymore. Took them away. I hope Laurentian University will join us again someday, but at this point, they're not even showing it anymore. So let's take a quick look at space weather. And we still have, this is kind of funny. I don't want to speak disparaging of anybody's stuff, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Let's have some more water, shall we? But this one threw me for a loop. I was not expecting this, and some of you probably already seen it. Here we go. All right. Look under current warnings and alerts. This is great. Exciting news. This is spaceweatherlive.com. Exciting news. We are launching a dating app. Space Weather Love. Follow the link below and download it now. Sorry, that just tickles me. I know we're odd. I know we're different. But now we have our own dating app, Space Weather Love. That got me quite a smile this morning when I saw that. I don't see any responses. Okay, there's a few. I would be curious to hear what you all think of this. Don't say anything bad because, you know, maybe this will be a really good thing. I don't know. I don't know. Here we go. Let's look here. Somebody's getting a smile out of it like I do. Oh, chippers down at my feet. So we still have the S1 minor solar radiation storm. At least it's not an S2. And the interplanetary magnetic field is moderate. So it's raised. And this morning we had a whale of a solar flare, an M5.61. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Chipper, what have you got, boy? Ah, never a dull moment. It's like having elves in the house, as I often say. What are you doing? Ah, now he leaves. Okay. An M5.61. That was a humdinger. And it came in the morning. That's probably around 3 or 4 in Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So I was sleeping, so I didn't pay any mind to it. Okay, let's go over here very quickly. Chipper, what are you doing, boy? Okay. So, wow. That's dramatic. Check this out. This is where you can see how intense the solar radiation storm is and has been. This is down here is normal, and usually they lay right on top of each other. You don't see the different colors. There are 3. There's this pink or fuchsia and blue and green. But this one went way up into S2. That's where it shows yellow. And yeah, that's been quite a solar radiation blast. Okay, I don't think there's anything else really for us to look at here, but let's update it and see if there is. This is where I was talking about the KP index. When you got to 4, it used to be yellow instead of this green. Now it's like a pukey green. And then at 5, I think it's finally gone to yellow now. And then at 6, it's like orange or finally red. And it used to be you were at red when you were at 5. But they're, adjusting things, and I'm sure there are good reasons. It may be because things are going so high during this solar maximum that they adjusted the charts. Okay, I think that's all we have to see there. I don't know that there's anything else we need to check, but let me look really quickly and see what I posted. How'd y'all like my surfing wizard last night? I added the hearts and everything. I had fun doing that. I thought that was pretty cute. That's us. Surfing these energies and creating lots of love and raising the frequency in our world. Yeehaw, boys and girls. It's absolutely right. Let me put us right here. There we go. Okay. Let's do the heart-brain coherence meditation, which is an amazing opportunity to experience bliss and balance and superpowers, because it takes your heart, which is connected to the quantum field of possibilities, which is limitless. It's now. Quantum is right now. There's no time, distance, or space in quantum. And when you're hooked into this, you're connected to everyone, to source, to everyone, and you can sense it often. So we're going to go there, and when our heart gets tuned in and brought up to the surface, where normally it's pushed down in our society, then your brain, this amazing torus field of your heart and the one in your brain, they come together and they become coherent. And that's why it's called the heart/brain coherence meditation. Only takes 3 minutes, and let's do it. And I want you to take note of how you feel right now. See, it's very possible you have gone into a better zone while we've been hanging out together, because it's synergy. This group around the world, we are global, and there's so many beautiful, powerful people in our group. You may have already received help just by hanging out here. But now, take note of how you feel. Take note all the way, physically, emotionally, mentally. Got it? Now touch your heart area. Bring your attention right here. Take a deep breath and imagine you're breathing in through the heart area and out from the heart area instead of just your nose and mouth. Ready? Go. See it in your imagination. Breathing in and out. Now, think of something you're really, really grateful for. Something that will bring you into a place of feeling thankful, grateful, and then let it touch your emotions. I'm very grateful for our tribe, that we know we're not alone. We're not alone going through some of these crazy things we're feeling and sensing. But I'm very thankful for the day of my spiritual awakening, or I wouldn't be here. I would have managed to kill myself. That's right, when I was 13. 64 now, doing A-okay. But I'm grateful for the day I met unconditional love. Changed my whole world. So thinking of something you're really grateful for, breathing in and out from the heart area. And I will keep up with the time. We'll do this for 3 minutes. And don't you worry about the time. I'll let you know when the 3 minutes is up. So, breathing in and out from the heart, thinking and feeling something really grateful for. And let us begin now. I feel a shift. Thank you. Ooh, it can surge through you. Just a few moments more. So much more powerful when we do this together. Now, that was good. I'm out there. I can try and come back now. Now I'll do a little check. Before we do though, close your eyes and look up right here from the inside. Up at the area where your third eye is. Close your eyes and try to look up there. Do you feel that hum, almost a power? Instantly activates theta, which is a healing power zone. That's good. Now, thank you. It was powerful. There's such synergy when we come together like this. So much, as scripture says, speaking of synergy, like if you were in a battle, one can set 10,000 to flight, but one can set 1,000 to flight. Two can set 10,000 to flight. It's multiplication. So when we come together, the power that is generated, the shifts that happen, the love that networks and flows through us because we're all one is amplified to the power of. I am really feeling such peace, such bliss right now. I don't want to come out of this. I think I look a little different too. If you want to share in the comments, if you experienced something during our time together, I would love to read it. Wow. Backwards. Wow. I love you much. I know you all need to go on with your days. Thank you for visiting with me, hanging out with me. Our global community. It is 4:37 here, Eastern Standard Time, which is New York City time. So I'm sending out even more love to you all, and thank you. I can feel your love. I needed a dose of our tribe. So thank you for coming and joining me. And big kiss. Love you all, and huge, huge, huge. See you soon. See ya.